Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. I wanted to share that this vlog is primarily about my postpartum experience thus far and also how Typhoon Odette affected me as a mom and kind of confused me within my postpartum. So, my postpartum experience. Did I have postpartum? That question has come up a lot. The word or the term postpartum depression, I think, is what you guys are trying to ask me, because postpartum really is just the time after a mother gives birth. I've had I'd say a pretty nice experience. I was ecstatic. I was so happy. I was like amazed at Kino. I was just like, oh my gosh. It just like shocked me that this baby just came out of me. I was really happy. I remember the feeling. I remember the feeling of looking at him, how he was that small, even the foods I ate, and drinking my placenta. So I feel like drinking my placenta as a shake, by the way, is what helped make my whole postpartum experience smooth. I gave birth and then I had to birth my placenta, so that is something I didn't know until I was further on in my pregnancy. When I was reading my pregnancy books, I was just like, what? The doula cleaned it up, washed it up, she dehydrated it, blended into a shake with different fruits, so like mango, coconut juice, banana, strawberries, blueberries. I completely swear by this. I know some of you are thinking, ew, gross, but for me, I do not care what you think. It's probably the best decision I made. You can drink it as a shake or you can take it in pill forms. I chose to drink it as a shake so I could get all of the nutrients, all of the benefits right off the bat. Because with the pills, your body can only absorb a percentage of what's in the pills. I kid you not, if I gave birth early morning of the 25th, I was in S&R walking around on the 27th doing some shopping before heading back to the island. I could go up the stairs. It was a little bit painful still, but manageable. It helped me a lot as a first-time mom. So during the night when Joaquinito would wake up, I had the energy because of the placenta. Boom! I'm there, I'm awake, I'm like, what's up? You need your diaper changed? You wanna breastfeed? Let's do it. So really recommend that. It helped me so much. My doula, if you're in Davao or in Mindanao, I'll put her handle here. It's at doula Katarina, if I'm not mistaken, on Instagram. And then there's also another doula Arena, who's in Manila. They both know how to make the shakes, and Irina knows how to make the pills. I think Tere also does, but you can message either of them. Fast forward to a month later, I was like in super mom mode. I was like so focused on learning how to give Kino a proper bath, perfecting breastfeeding. Kind of challenging, not entirely challenging experience, a bit. So I had some parts where I needed to call my doula, who's also my breastfeeding consultant. She was amazing the first 2 weeks because she gave me 2 lactation massages, which I also recommend after you give birth. If you can do it within the first 24 hours, do it, because that's what I did. But it's painful, but it's so worth it because it helps the milk ducts kind of get its flow going. I think I had 3 to 4 fevers all in all within the first 3 months of being pregnant. Of having Kino. And okay, I was also really lucky because he has a tendency to sleep 6 to 8 hours straight. There's even a time he slept 12 hours straight. I sleep when he sleeps, so if he doesn't wake up, I don't wake up. It got to the point where he was sleeping so long, I was waking up before him because my breasts were just so engorged and I had to wake him up so he would latch. One reason why he slept so long, I really think, is because he's such a behaved baby. I'm guessing he'd learn day from night because he knew when to sleep straight. I would put him in a swaddle. I initially started with the Love to Dream swaddles. So it's the one where they sleep like this. So cute. And then he prefers those now just for naps. But around like 1 month to almost 2 months, he really loved, and still now at 5 months, loves his Halo sleep sack. So that one, he's like sleeps like this. It's really cute. Those two sleep sacks were my secret. One of my secrets to him sleeping straight, which caused me to get fevers, but I was able to figure out a system. I really didn't have any negative feelings towards breastfeeding. I actually loved, you guys can kind of hear him, it's like a relieving feeling. Then physically, my body, how did I feel? Because I know a lot of mothers warn me, or I've read posts like, you might feel this way, you might feel this way, there might be negative feelings. Fortunately also, and surprisingly, because I really thought that I would have this, wala akong negative feelings towards my body now. Syempre, I'm not my normal figure prior to getting pregnant. I am about 7 pounds away from my pre-pregnancy weight. And I barely worked out. There was maybe a month I was working out. Then I flew to Manila, and then I was still working out, pero yung typhoon, just ruined my whole routine and my motivation. So I stopped even eating. I don't stop myself from eating what I want to eat because you get so hungry from breastfeeding. So over the course of 5 months, I lost 33 pounds. Just from breastfeeding and a little bit of working out. My stretch marks are still here. I also have stretch marks on my breasts. Do they bother me? They did more when I was pregnant because you can't really see them. They fade. Don't really need to impress anyone because Yunyu doesn't mind. It bothers me, but it's not like something I think about constantly. My goal is to just get my figure back. So for mothers who are going through a hard time accepting their new figure, just shift your mindset to being excited about working out, getting there, because it's so fulfilling to see progress. Okay, so for emotionally and mentally, I was emotionally and mentally invested in being a good mother for my son and like learning the things I needed to learn. It really comes naturally though. The mother's instinct, it's so true. And then maybe around 3 to 4 months, I started to miss working. I started to think about my career, my image, my branding. I don't style myself anymore. I don't put makeup on anymore, and these things don't bother me. It just like went out of my system. It doesn't bother me, but I want to be glammed up again. I want to dress up again. I want to start shooting again. Like, I miss all these things. One reason why we came to Manila, so I could meet with my management to let them know like I want to work. Maybe Kino could book some endorsements, campaigns, and commercials also. Then December 16 came and Typhoon Odette happened. Completely changed all of like the excitement and happiness and positivity I was feeling postpartum. So for those who don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know, especially if you follow me on Instagram or if you simply just watch the news, there's a huge typhoon that affected the Mindanao, Visayas areas of the Philippines, and there were 14 areas that were brutally affected, Siargao being one of them. Fortunately, we were not on the island then. Our flight back was scheduled for December 19. It was so weird that we came to Manila because after 2 years, we had not been to Manila, just to Davao so I could give birth. And then I felt something. I just really missed my grandparents. So I told him, look, I'm gonna go with Kino. He agreed and he came, fortunately also, and the three of us were here during the typhoon, but my in-laws were there. So this is when I started to feel all of the negative feelings. It started with this heavy feeling because all communication in Siargao was gone. Nothing. You couldn't call, text, and that went on for like almost 2 weeks. You know, it was still hard those first few days. Nino flew in and I felt so much better. Even if like things were devastated, 90% of the coconut trees are gone. There's no roof in Bayud. Everything's just flat, and luckily, there were very few casualties. Nobody we knew personally got severely hurt, but it was the aftermath of it, the lack of clean water, of proper food, no roof, no homes pretty much. And for me personally, my emotions went from this really heavy feeling, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and as a mom, I didn't want to have Kino latch because I didn't want him to feel what I was feeling. And they say that your child, especially while you're breastfeeding, can feel everything the mom's feeling. And then I remembered I had a whole freezer, deep freezer filled with breast milk. There were maybe 150 packs, which I built up from the day he was born until we left for Manila, gone. I cried about that because I really put in so much love, so much effort. Imagine just losing your whole, like everything, like all the milk. Then I had this frustration of not being able to go to Siargao with Nino. I just kept thinking, I need to be there, I need to help. Like, the experience I've had with Save the Children Philippines, with Teach Peace, Build Peace. I've been to Marawi's Ground Zero several times. I've done relief after earthquakes with Save the Children. I've been to Smoky Mountains where I saw my first and only dead body. Like there's so many things that I've experienced, and I couldn't put what I knew and how I felt into action because there is another half of me, the new part of me, the mother part side of me that was like, you can't go. And I really felt like I needed to go because that's my home. That's everything I've known for the past 2 years. And these past 2 years have been the most transformative years of my life. Of course, I didn't hate Kino. I didn't feel anything negative towards him. But it was just like so confusing to me not being able to do what felt right. It was an internal fight I had to really battle, which was get the heaviness, the sadness out of your system and get back on track. Things started to look up. We went out of the city. We went to Calatagan to get some fresh air when the COVID surge happened and when we were still finalizing our new place. Possibly do a vlog on that too, where I show you guys how I transformed one room to a newer version of it. I'm still gonna figure out the logistics of how I can work and be the best mom I can be for my son, but I think it's manageable. For those working moms out there who have a baby who's under 1, if you can comment below your suggestions, that would help me out so much. And now I'm feeling a lot better, especially since everyone in Siargao is in the mindset of rebuilding and everybody's helping each other out. With that said, I also want to formally ask you guys who are watching, if you have kahit 100 pesos to donate, check the comment section below on how to donate, and I'll also flash at the end of this the donation channel that we've organized. Right now, people need Yero. Yero is like gold because there's still plenty homes that don't have a roof. Clean water is always welcome. Food, clean clothes that don't have holes, please, and that you wouldn't wear no dirty underwear also, guys. Those are the things that we're looking for. So I'm starting to feel more like myself, and I think once I start working again, I'll be more like myself, probably even a better version of myself. And I'm excited to share my new life with Kino and Nino and here in the city. If you have any questions, just again comment below. Please don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my postpartum experience. Not sure if the negative feelings I had was because of postpartum depression or if it was because of what happened to Siargao. But nonetheless, they overlapped and I'm feeling a lot better now. So thank you guys for watching and see you soon.